Hello, welcome to the Frome Music Industry Network. My name is Sarah Vian, and today we have Hugh Webber from Zephyr Hill Music.
That's right. Yeah.
Zephyr Hill Music.
You got it right. Thank you.
Where did you get that from?
Okay, yeah. So I've always liked American town names. So that's largely what made me choose it. There was a big Powerball Queen winner on the lottery in America, which kind of drew my attention to that town, and I thought, I really like the name.
Zephyr
So
Hill.
that's where it is. There is actually a music store in Zephyr Hills, in Florida, and on my website when it went
it's
live,
Florida.
in Florida, yeah. The first day my website went live, a lady from Zephyr Hills contacted me and just said, "Hello, I'm from Zephyr Hill."
Alright.
So that was nice.
So have you written a song about it?
I did ages ago. It's terrible.
Is
So
it?
I probably won't be sharing that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where that comes from.
Right, so you're a songwriter,
Yes.
basically, aren't you? Okay,
Yes.
tell us a
And
little
that covers
bit.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
As you can imagine.
Okay, tell us a bit about your background and everything.
So, when I was at uni, when I was sort of 20, I started playing guitar. I've always been kind of into music, radio, all that kind of stuff. I suppose I started to come up with kind of little song ideas, write down odd lyric ideas. I literally put them in a plastic bag to save them, and this bag just got bigger and bigger, full of A4 bits of paper and scraps and all this kind of stuff. It was kind of very much a hobby, and I didn't really kind of know what to do with it. I decided that I was going to sort of do it a bit more seriously and try and write some songs seriously. So I joined the Guild of Songwriters in the UK. It sounds very fancy. They had a very boring newsletter every month.
Everyone was getting really serious.
Yeah, you could send songs off to get kind of reviewed, and I would send these lyrics off because I didn't really sing at that point or do any kind of melodies and stuff. Send the lyrics off, and every time they would come back and say they're kind of singer-songwriter, not commercial, singer-songwriter. I didn't really know what they meant at that time. I think what they meant was they're kind of quirky and only you could do them. So that was kind of where I was at that point. Then one month, there was a very exciting advert in this dull and boring magazine. And it was basically to go and spend a week in a converted water tower in Suffolk with Ray Davies from the Kings. I was like, I've got to do that. I have to do that. I was reading it thinking, is this a real thing? Because this was so unusual. So I applied and spent this crazy week in a converted water tower, which was very strange and odd. So I turned up. I'd never finished a song in my life, hadn't ever finished writing a lyric in my life, had never put any chords to a song down in my life, could kind of play the guitar a bit, but it was always other stuff. And we get this challenge, here you go, here's an hour, just write a song about kind of your songwriting journey, where you are. I'm like, as you can kind of imagine. So it was a weird week, very weird.
What did you write about?
I think I wrote a song called Inside Out, because I was basically turning all the stuff that was internal to me, pushing it onto the outside. I think it was called something like that.
Okay.
But
and that sparked your passion, and now you're...
It sparked my passion. It taught me how to finish a song, because I said up to that point I never even finished a song. But when Ray Davies tells you to write a song in an hour, you kind of do it, because you have to, don't you? You can't really say no to something like that.
Right.
And we had a bit of one-to-one mentoring time, which with him was very odd, especially at one moment when he said, "Oh, just give me a guitar," and he said, "Why don't you try this chord riff?" And I'm thinking, Ray Davies from the Kinks is now playing my guitar, giving me a chord riff to try out, and I think, what is going on?
Yeah.
But basically, I learned how to finish songs in that week. Met some very interesting people, and then when I got home, I took my carrier bag and changed it into finished lyrics. Right.
And when was that?
That was back in '96.
Right.
So a little old while ago. Yeah. So I did have a bit of a break. I took a sort of 10-year break as kind of all this stuff was going on. Then I got married. Then I got into a band. Then I had a baby. Not a great time to have a baby when you're just joining a band. So we did one gig, I quit the band.
Mm.
Then I kind of had a bit of a 10-year gap, really just because of family and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't actually know whether I would ever pick up my songwriting again. I really didn't know if that was going to ever come back.
Yeah. But it did.
But it did.
Yeah.
I'm here today. I'm here to tell the tale. So
Right.
I think I'd kind of stayed interested in the songwriting and been reading stuff, but I literally for 10 years or so didn't even write a lyric down at all. And I started looking online. I don't know what year it was, about 2015. Saw this advert for a one-day songwriting course in London. 30 quid. Thought, well, okay, it can't be too bad. If it's rubbish, it's 30 quid. One day, it can't be too bad. Went along to this one day in London, which was kind of run by people that were songwriters, platinum selling songwriters. Maybe not of today, but of certainly the past, done kind of things. And everything they'd kind of said, I thought, these guys know what they're talking about. They've done it, they've been there, and that just kind of reignited the passion for it. Quite good marketing as well, I have to say.
How can they do it so cheaply if they're platinum?
Well, I said marketing was quite good because the boot camp was then a bit more, like 3 days.
Oh, it was the hook in.
It was the hook.
Okay.
I got hooked.
That's right. I was a bit worried there.
Yeah. It's totally worth doing it. Met some other great people, kind of all in the same kind of place as me. Because to that point, I've been sort of trying to run my own. I didn't really have anybody else that kind of knew who to talk to about it, what to find to do it with. And then from that, I got hooked fully into a whole year-long kind of mentoring scheme, which was pretty cool.
Okay.
So kind of like one-to-one time. We went to Spain for a week. We wrote in Spain for a week with one of the guys who, so I worked with one of the guys who's worked with the 3 degrees in the past, and a couple of people like that. So it was like, this is crazy, but it's really, I suppose, from that year, I learned to, again, kind of build my confidence, because, there's loads of people trying to do this, and you kind of think, do I know what I'm doing? Am I doing the right thing? Don't necessarily understand how kind of maybe songs work, or how to do lyrics, or, you just think, am I just muddling through, am I making it all up, or do I know what I'm going to do? And that's kind of, it just built my confidence. Yeah. From there, really.
So you've invested in training?
Yes, which is a good thing. I don't know whether I'd do it again. Was it the best value for money? I don't know, but it gave me a lot of confidence. So that was a.
So you've come out the other end, calling yourself a songwriter.
Yes.
And you've launched a company.
I felt convinced I was a songwriter.
Yeah.
We learned a bit of production stuff as well, so I learned that too, and worked with some singers and stuff. Definitely Music is not really a company, it's sort of my brand.
Yeah, same thing, isn't it? Same thing.
Yeah,
Grassroots.
Yeah, maybe, who knows where it might kind of go, I don't know.
Yeah.
For a long time I didn't even kind of think, why do I need a website or even, I wasn't really even on social media that much kind of stuff. And somebody said, you should go on social media, that's kind of good to do that. So I went on social media, I think I went on Twitter to begin with first of all. Connected with this American DJ, he was a 16-year-old kid. He wrote a kind of track, and I thought, I like that track, and then I found myself using that track, writing this song with it, and this is like, what is going on? This is nuts, So I suppose I learned that networking is good. Yeah.
Okay. So you've been writing with a country singer, have you?
That's what I've been doing recently, So I think a lot of people for a lot of time were saying my stuff was like country music. I didn't kind of think it was. Maybe I wasn't really into it, I don't know.
Maybe it was the American thing.
I don't know, maybe it was that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe
so you kept getting
like
feedback?
Nasal twang or something, I don't know.
You kept getting feedback from a number of different sources that it was quite country?
Yeah, to be honest, hadn't really considered that as an option. And I was writing all kinds of stuff from dance, EDM, pop, rocky stuff. All kinds of things, really, to be honest. So yeah, so more recently I connected up with a local country artist, Becky Lawrence, who's kind of up and coming music artist, and we've been writing songs together, and she's been singing the songs, which is cool.
Right.
So yeah, so from sort of having crazy ideas and wondering what to do with it all, and really kind of good to be doing that for real. And that all kind of came from, I was spending a lot of time to and from London, trying to go to all the big networking things, trying to meet all the right people, trying to get in with producers, trying to get a publishing deal, all this kind of stuff, trying to put music for sync. I got fed up with it.
Yeah.
I kind of, one of the things I had on my list of, what am I enjoying it? Am I having fun? And I kind of thought, I'm not having fun. I'm just driving up and down the motorway, I hate it.
Yeah, right.
I'm meeting people that can care less.
Saturated market.
Yeah. Everybody's getting to London. Everybody's trying to meet all these people. They don't care. So I thought, sod it, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to look local. So I started doing local things.
Where are you based?
Chippenham.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the reasons I turned it to the Frome network. You're very welcome. Thank you.
Is there much for music scene in Chippenham?
There's a couple of open mic things, not a great deal to be honest. There's more bar at Bristol and there's a lot going on down here this way. So yeah, there's quite a lot happening, but not in Chippenham.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're there?
I'm there. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. It says here, what advice would you give to someone who is not sure how to progress in the music business?
Oh. Well, okay. I mean, I suppose it's come out of a couple of things. I've recently had conversations with people, and people have said, how do you get a publishing deal? How do you get record companies or labels interested in you? I think one, you've got to be the artist yourself. The part of the problem is there are tons of people trying to do this. Absolutely tons of people trying to do this. So for me, the decision I took was it's far better for me to work with people that are local, that are singers and have got their own music going. Okay, they're not superstars, they're not Ed Sheerans, they're not whoever they are, you know. But they're far more accessible. They're probably a lot more friendly. You can actually meet them and engage with them and have conversations. You can potentially make friends with lots of people like that, write with people and actually get your music heard, you know. I was getting fed up with writing stuff, it was all sat on MP3 files on my computer, nobody had heard it.
Have you thought of getting into education, like working in?
Not really considered it, to be honest.
What about the rural music network?
Yeah, I saw that
here
last month, that looks really good, yeah.
Well, there could be an opening there.
Yeah, I mean it's weird, because I suppose I've perhaps considered that I've not yet had a success, in whatever you want to call success. You know, you know I'm not a platinum songwriter. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? All those kind of things. I mean, I guess I've got a lot of advice to give, but perhaps I would think there's other people who could do it better than me. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe it's something I consider.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still learning as well.
Yeah.
So
if you did some voluntary work with the Rural Music Network, then it could
that would be
benefit
quite cool. Yeah.
both partners.
Yeah.
Parties.
Exactly.
Okay, and what are you looking to do next?
So I've started writing more with local people. I'm writing with Joe from the Frome group.
Oh, great.
And yeah, so basically I'm looking for other people to write with. I'm writing with another country artist who's a friend of mine, other country artist I'm singing working with. So
maybe you could host a songwriting group.
Yeah.
Because I know that as an artist myself, you know, you just get a bit stuck for ideas. So even just song sharing.
Yes, like some kind of evening where people just come along, not kind of like an open mic, a bit more, but.
Well, yeah, but if you you know properly label it as a song sharing group, so people can bring their original music, and then as long as there's some kind of code that everybody's constructively critical, then we can all just get ideas and feedback. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, there must be some things like that in Frome already.
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, it's something that I've been meaning to do, but then it's just another thing to do. So,
Yes.
you know, if that would give you an opportunity, that
It
would
would,
really benefit me for a start, and you know, other original.
Yeah.
So let's think about.
Let's start it.
Let's
do it.
Let's do it. Let's do
let's
it.
shake on that
Okay, right. Brilliant. Okay. So has anyone got any questions for Hugh?
Yeah, and do you do this as a living or is it a hobby?
Okay, I don't do it as a living.
No.
I wouldn't describe it as a hobby. I definitely was in the hobby kind of space before. The reason I don't call it as a hobby is that I'm trying to do it, I suppose, semi-professionally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not. It's not just oh, this is nice to do.
You're not paying the mortgage with it at the moment.
I'm not paying the mortgage.
Not yet.
No, that's right.
Right.
But you know, sort of.
We could write a song about paying the mortgage.
We could, yeah. I've written a song about estate agents. That was fun.
You could write a jingle.
It wasn't a happy song.
Actually, our next guest is from Frome FM, and they have jingles.
Yeah.
So maybe that would be another opening.
I wrote a kind of jingle for a work colleague.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was a strange thing we kind of got into.
Yeah. I think as long as you've got a passion for something, then there's a way,
there's always
a
an
way
opportunity.
forward, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
All this experience you've had, right?
Yes.
Good old Ray in the water tower and all the rest of
Yeah.
it. Have you found, actually, for all that time, the secret to writing a song that actually is going to hit the public? Right? Have you found the secret yet?
I don't.
No.
I think there's definitely some techniques. I mean, songwriting's a craft. I would say, yeah, you can. You know, there's that spark of inspiration for certain, and sometimes you do get songs that will kind of fall out of nowhere, and you might write something like that. But I'd say largely, you might get an inspirational moment, one little thing, and then it's hard graft and crafting and looking for images, looking for right words, and all that kind of stuff. Trying to put in real emotions.
It's all about the hook, isn't it?
Hook, yes, absolutely.
So what's the hook? Is it
So that's the catchy bit.
Is it a part of the chorus?
So it could be the title. It could
Yeah.
be like a repetitive bit of music or a little melody or something. It's the bit when you hear it, you go, "Oh, I love that bit. Oh, I love it when it does that."
I want to do that again and again.
So you get to the end of the song and you want to play it again because
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
hear that little snippet that makes you.
I know what does it for me, but the
Yeah.
thing is, it's what's doing it for that public in general, the airplay, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you write a song with somebody, okay, and it's whether that song gets heard, isn't it? And how do you know the music you put with it is going to be the right music to make that song hooky?
Yeah, I mean, so there's all that kind of stuff. So trying to fit the music to the kind of song, so the song's happy. You've got sort of probably more majory chords, happy chords, if you want to call them that, you know. And if it's sad, so I mean, there's all that kind of stuff that goes with it, I suppose. Of using the right images, using the right kind of rhyme schemes to make it interesting. Yeah, if it's the song feel audibly like it sounds or the words are, you want the person to kind of feel at the end of it. So,
Well, I saw a lady called Georgia, from Jules Holland, recently. She's a producer, multi-instrumentalist, etc. She plays the drums and all the stuff around it. But
yeah.
what makes her so different to everyone else is because she was in London. Because I'm sure I've heard other people as good.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to be the song. I don't know. Is it?
I think some people have got a very engaging kind of maybe personalities or the way perhaps they deliver it.
Self-belief, probably, isn't it?
Self-belief, yeah. I mean, there's definitely songs that I've heard people sing and you go, I don't believe what you're singing. And there's other songs you hear someone sing and go, I completely believe what you're singing and telling me. You seem to be singing it from the heart and you seem to be, okay, maybe you didn't write any of the words, but it feels like you wrote them and it was for you in that moment. And I think it's that kind of thing you're trying to always aim for with a song.
Conviction.
So authentic emotions.
At the level you're at, how
Yeah.
difficult is it, and how much attention do you have to pay to fit the song to the artist? There's just some songs that will not work.
I think what I've learned with working with a few other artists beforehand is you've really got to understand where they're coming from. So you can't. This was the other thing I was finding with writing in London as well. You kind of set up a writing day. So you turn up in the morning, but you don't really know that person very well. So you suddenly got 8 hours where you've kind of got to get to know the person, get to understand where they're coming from, what they're trying to say, write a song, and it's like all this pressure. So yeah, you need a bit more time to kind of work with somebody, understand what they're about, what they're perhaps trying to express themselves that they can't express. Perhaps they're really good at singing, but they're and they're really good at playing piano or something, but they have no clue what to write lyrically, or there's some missing element. And I think, especially with working with artists, you kind of got to understand what that thing is that they want to represent, and then try and help them express it in a way that doesn't crush it or put too much of you into it.
I mean, what I was thinking, I've always read that the best session musicians always ask to read the lyrics.
Okay.
And I used to play the guitar, and I was
Yeah.
I was miles away from ever being like, that kind of standard,
Yeah.
And when you read about these these great songwriting teams, and they select a particular song for a particular artist.
I think that makes a lot of sense, because if you read the lyrics, you kind of got to understand what is the song about, what does it feel like, and then you're going to change perhaps the way you're playing the instrument to reflect that.
Top level stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to do that, I guess,
Yeah.
but that's what I would say. You kind of got to match what you're doing to help the artist get out what they're trying to express, but perhaps they didn't quite know how to say it. And that's kind of what I've found. I've also worked on I've done one songwriting session where there were 5 of us trying to write a song. It was a complete nightmare, because it just had 5 people pulling the song in all 5 different directions. I don't quite know how these really big songwriting teams work, to be honest, but to be honest, I found 2 or 3 people that is the kind of max you want to go to, otherwise there's too many ideas, I would say.
Definitely. Yeah. Any more questions?
So, do you get paid to work with an artist, that somebody will pay you to work with a singer?
I haven't achieved that yet.
Okay.
What I've tended to do is kind of work, so because I'm working with local people, we'll agree a songwriting split.
Okay.
So if there's 2 of us working on the song, it's kind of half and half. So when they perform the song, I'll take a PRS cut from that, which is great.
Okay, so you register yourself with PRS as a songwriter?
Yes.
And then every gig they do, you get a cut?
Yes, yeah. I also do lyric writing online, so there's a website called Soundbetter, and I do some lyric writing online for that, where generally you get paid to write the lyric and then you kind of wave goodbye to it. There are opportunities sometimes to get a kind of a percentage on that, but generally I've found so far they just want you to write the lyric, hand it over, and you kind of you have to kind of say goodbye to it. And just hope it doesn't go massive and global. But but that's kind of early days. I've done that about 5 or 6 times so far, and been paid to write a lyric, which is really weird. People are paying for words.
Have you got a favourite songwriter that is your icon?
I suppose the one I kind of grew up listening to and loving the lyrics is Elvis Costello. So that'd be.
You look a bit like him as well.
I've modelled myself. Just need to get the hat. Yeah. So just because of the lyrics and the wordplay and all that kind of imagery and stuff. Yeah. So he would be kind of thing. And then American rock music. I was really into American rock music. Hence the American town name thing, I think, as well. So people like Journey and Boston and all those kind of people, from Toto and all those kind of people like that. So I love that kind of stuff too. Yeah. Always loved a bit of guitar.
Bruce Springsteen, or not? Did
Yeah,
you see that film recently about how?
Yeah, that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I mean, very self-indulgent, but totally kind of captivating. I mean, I think he's a very good storyteller, and I think a lot of songwriting it should be about storytelling as well. But you can, again, he's somebody hear him write a song or talk about a song, and you can totally picture what has happened and where he's come from, or where he was when he wrote that. So very evocative. So that's what I aspire to do.
Great.
Hopefully achieve it to some level.
Yeah. Anyone else got any questions? All right, Hugh. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Keep on keeping on.
Yes. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thanks.